My name is David Reynolds, and if you're reading this, it's because I've hit rock bottom and need to confess everything. I'm 42 years old, living in a run-down apartment in the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia, far from the cozy 4-bedroom house in Marietta where my life once made sense. I had it all: a loving wife, 2 amazing kids, a stable job in sales for a mid-sized tech company, and 12 years of marriage that felt like the American dream. But I threw it away for a fleeting thrill, driven by lust and stupidity. This is my story, raw, painful, and full of regrets. Maybe sharing it will help someone else avoid my mistakes, or perhaps it's just my way of begging for forgiveness from the family I destroyed. It started innocently enough, or at least that's what I told myself. Emily and I met in college at the University of Georgia. She was studying education, I was in business, and we bonded over tailgate parties and late-night study sessions at the library. We got married right after graduation in a small church ceremony, surrounded by family and friends. Our first son, Ethan, came along 2 years later, a bundle of energy with my blue eyes and Emily's infectious laugh. Then came our daughter, Sophia, 3 years after that, with her curly hair and endless curiosity. We built a life together. Family barbecues in the backyard, Thanksgiving dinners with turkey and all the fixings, Christmas mornings with stockings overflowing and the kids ripping through wrapping paper. Emily was the heart of it all, a third-grade teacher who somehow managed to grade papers, coach Sophia's soccer team, and still make time for date nights with me. I worked hard as a sales director, climbing the ladder at Tech Solutions Incorporated. We weren't rich, but we were comfortable. Vacations to Disney World, saving for the kids' college funds, and dreaming about retiring to a cabin in the Smoky Mountains someday. Our marriage wasn't perfect. We argued about money sometimes, or my long hours at the office. But we always made up, sealing it with a kiss and a promise to do better. "We're a team, Dave," Emily would say, her hand in mine. "You, me, Ethan, and Soph against the world." I believed it. God, I loved her. The way she'd surprise me with my favorite pecan pie after a tough day, or how we'd sneak away for a weekend in Savannah, leaving the kids with her parents. Our family was my anchor, the thing that made all the grind worth it. But lust has a way of creeping in when you're not looking. It was about 2 years ago, right after our 12th anniversary. We'd celebrated with a fancy dinner at a steakhouse downtown, toasting to more years ahead. I felt on top of the world. Then, back at work, a new hire joined my team, Alicia. She was 28, sharp as a tack, with a smile that could light up a boardroom. Hired as a junior analyst, she was supposed to help with data management, customer lists, sales projections, that sort of thing. I didn't think much of it at first. She was professional, efficient, and quickly became indispensable. We'd work late on projects, grabbing coffee from the break room and chatting about life. One evening, after a big client pitch, we celebrated with the team at a local bar. Emily was home with the kids, handling bedtime stories and homework. Alicia and I ended up at a table alone, talking. She laughed at my jokes, listened like I was the most interesting man alive. "You're so dedicated, David," she said, her eyes locking on mine. "Most guys your age are just phoning it in." Flattery, sure, but it hit a spot I didn't know was bruised. Emily and I had been in a rut. Parenting, bills, the daily grind. Sex was routine, affection hurried. With Alicia, it felt exciting, new. That night, nothing happened, but the seed was planted. It escalated slowly. Flirty emails, lingering touches during meetings. I justified it. It's harmless. I'm not that guy. But I was. One business trip to Chicago, we shared a hotel room after missing our flights, a lie I told Emily. The affair ignited like wildfire. Alicia was passionate, adventurous, everything my married life wasn't in that moment. I felt alive, young again. Back home, I'd hug Ethan and Sophia tighter, guilt gnawing at me, but I'd push it down. This is just a phase, I'd think. I'll end it soon. But I didn't. For 6 months, I lived a double life, devoted dad by day, cheating husband by night. Little did I know, Alicia wasn't who she seemed. She was planted in my office by my so-called friend, Mark, a former colleague who'd started his own rival firm. Mark and I went way back. We'd played golf together, shared beers after work. But jealousy brewed when I landed a promotion he wanted. He saw an opportunity to sabotage me. Alicia wasn't just a fling, she was a honey trap. While I was blinded by lust, she was accessing my computer, stealing customer data, lists of contacts, proprietary strategies. I'd given her my login credentials one night, trusting her completely. "You're amazing," I'd whisper, thinking it was love. It was betrayal. The unraveling started with a phone call from my boss. "David, we've got a breach. Half our top clients are jumping ship to Mark's company." My heart sank. Investigations pointed to internal leaks, my department. I denied it, but the evidence mounted, timestamps matching times I'd been with Alicia. Then, Emily found out. I'd left my phone unlocked one night, a text from Alicia popping up, "Miss you already, lover." Emily confronted me in the kitchen, tears streaming, while the kids slept upstairs. "How could you, Dave? After everything?" Her voice broke, and so did my world. I confessed, partially. The affair, yes, but not the full extent. She kicked me out that night. I crashed at a motel, begging her texts, "Please, Em, it was a mistake. For the kids." But the damage was done. Our happy family shattered like glass. Ethan, my 10-year-old buddy who'd idolized me, looked at me with confusion and hurt during our first custody visit. "Why aren't you home, Dad? Did I do something wrong?" Sophia, just 7, clung to Emily, whispering, "I miss Daddy's stories." The divorce proceedings were brutal. Lawyers, assets divided, child support calculated like a business deal. Emily got the house. I got weekends with the kids, if they wanted. But the hits kept coming. With the data breach pinned on me, I lost my job. No severance, just a pink slip and whispers of untrustworthy. Mark. He vanished with the stolen clients, his firm booming while mine crumbled. Then, the final blow, my savings. I'd confided in Mark about investments during our friendship. Turns out, he'd used Alicia to get my financial details too. One day, my accounts were drained, hacked transfers to offshore spots. The police investigated, but Mark had fled to Mexico, leaving me bankrupt. Alicia. Gone without a trace, her apartment empty, her number disconnected. I'd been played from the start. Lust had made me blind, handing over trust like it was nothing. Now, here I am, scraping by on odd jobs, driving for Uber, fixing cars on the side. The kids see me less, Ethan resents me, skipping visits to play video games instead. Sophia asks why Mommy cries sometimes. Our family structure. Obliterated. No more Sunday brunches at IHOP, no backyard barbecues with neighbors, no holiday traditions. Thanksgiving last year. I ate alone at a diner, staring at a slice of pumpkin pie that tasted like ash. Christmas. I dropped off gifts at Emily's door, watching from the car as they opened them without me. The regret consumes me. Every night, I replay the moments. Ethan's first baseball game, where I coached from the sidelines, high-fiving him after a home run. Sophia's dance recitals, her little tutu swirling as Emily and I cheered. Emily's smile on our anniversary cruises, the way she'd nestle into my shoulder during fireworks on the 4th of July. I destroyed that love, that respect. My kids lost their hero. Emily lost her partner. Lust put them in trouble, financially strained, emotionally scarred. Emily works extra hours now, the kids in after-school programs because I'm not there to help. I miss the simple things, tucking them in, reading Goodnight Moon to Sophia, helping Ethan with math homework. The family vacations to the beach in Florida, building sandcastles and chasing waves. Our love was real, built on years of shared dreams, planning for Ethan's college, Sophia's art classes. Now, it's all ruins because I chose a cheap thrill over my vows. Emily, if you're reading this, Ethan, Sophia, please forgive me. I know I don't deserve it, but I'm trying to change. Therapy twice a week, AA meetings for the drinking that followed. I'm rebuilding, one day at a time, hoping to earn back a sliver of trust. Family is everything. I learned that the hard way. To any dad out there tempted, don't. Hold on to what matters. Love your wife, cherish your kids. Because once it's gone, the regret is eternal. Please, forgive me. I love you all more than life.